This user says, imagine the chaos if Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis were to ever happen. And then it shows the records here, 7-0 and 8-0. And I just gotta say, man, Khamzat Chimaev needs to make it to a fight first before fans start talking like this, okay? It's one thing to imagine and wish and hope and pray, but Khamzat Chimaev has not shown that he deserves a chance at Dricus du Plessis. In my personal opinion, he should have been cut the last time he pulled out of a UFC fight, but that didn't happen. So we have to work with what we've got. And what we've got is Khamzat Chimaev versus Robert Whittaker. Let's just say Robert Whittaker loses, right? I think Robert Whittaker wins, but let's just say I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. And Khamzat Chimaev goes in there and smashes Whittaker, and he looks great. There's no way in hell he deserves the title shot. Why? Because he's not reliable enough. He's not dependable that he will show up on the night and be ready to fight Dricus du Plessis. And you cannot constantly risk a guy who is unreliable and who has pulled out, I believe, 4 times at this point. He has 7 fights in the UFC, 7 wins, but 4 pullouts, okay? You know, he's getting close to equaling the amount of wins that he has or fights that he has with pullouts, which is never a good thing, okay? And you cannot have someone who's a champion. You cannot put a belt on someone. This is just from a business aspect of things. I don't expect the fanboys that are sitting there under Khamzat. Thank you, Khamzat Chimaev. Please smash me, sir. I don't expect you guys to understand what it is that I'm talking about. But the people that have more of a business mindset and could see it from all aspects will know what I'm saying here is true. And as the UFC, you cannot put a title, which is basically making you the face of the company, right? It's putting you in a position where you're in the biggest spotlight of the company, right? All the champions are faces of the company, okay? You cannot be a face of the company if you don't show up to work more than half the time. Can't do it. And unfortunately, that's where Khamzat Chimaev finds himself. He finds himself in a position where he doesn't show up to work half the time, and he wants a title shot. He wants a promotion. But I can't give you a promotion if you're not dependable, reliable, and consistent enough making it, whether it's making weight, whether it's being healthy. Listen, I understand you guys want to play the small violin for old Khamzat and his health issues, and I get that, and I wish him well, and I hope he's a healthy guy and all things like that. I get it. From a heart, from a kindness perspective, I get it. But from a business perspective, you know, I can't have a guy who gets sick as the champion. I can't do that. I can't risk every other time I book this guy to defend his title, let's just say, and okay, he pulls out again. Can't do it. We had Dominic Cruz for many years back in the day where he was just constantly injured too, and then they initially had to move on from him, and they had an interim champion, he became a champion, blah blah blah. But we can't just have a guy that's pulling out left and right, constantly injured, constantly sick. Can't do it, can't justify it, and I won't. So with all of that said, that's my take on this one. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree. It doesn't matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.